Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, and it is time for us to do our Mopar Monday video. And we are once again doing it from my Mopar display, where the Grand Spalding Dodge dealership is. And these are all Dodges in the background. I have another shelf that is dedicated just to Plymouth. So anyways, today what we're taking a look at are the Plymouths. The Plymouth E-Body. These are some of the first Cudas dropped by Greenlight. And these are from their auction block series. I think a couple of them are actually from the very first ones. I think Muscle Car Garage series was dropped first by Greenlight before the auction block series. But they had originally started out in, I think it was 2002, making like Indy cars and pace cars and things like that. And then they started doing like replica Hollywood stuff and muscle car stuff around 2005, 2006. So the ones that I have here that we'll take a look at first are 270 Cudas, and I'll put them both up here in front of us. There's that guy here, a drop top, and a hard top. Now, both of these are... trying to get used to this setup over here. Okay, so as you can see on this one, the date is 2006. And it does not, as far as what I've seen, list any series. Like sometimes on the corner it'll say series 1, something like that. This does not say anything. And same thing with this guy here. It is also dated 2006. And once again, it's nothing indicating what series. This is just an auction block. So I believe this is the first release of their auction block series. So this guy here is a 70 Hemi Cuda convertible. It sold for $2,160,000 back in 2005 at Barrett Jackson. So that's kind of crazy money for back then. Nowadays, it's still crazy money, but I know more and more cars are selling for, over a million or two nowadays, so it's not too unheard of. So this is a 426 Hemi car, numbers matching, original motor with a 727 Torque Flight Auto. The A32 Super Performance axle package with Sure Grip 410 gears with a Dana, most likely. With the B55 power brake package and power steering. This is the only high-impact vitamin C Hemi Cuda convertible built in 70 and is one of only 14 produced in that year. It has black interior with wood grain console, bucket seats, light package, and AM with stereo 8-track player. Built on Monday, November 10th, 1969 for a Chrysler executive on a lease program. Sold at Bear Jackson with no reserve for $2,016,000. That's crazy. So let's get him out and take a look at him. And I always open these from the back side. That way I can still maintain like the original untouched package look from the front. And then, because I always crack everything open when I first get them. And anyways, yeah, this is a beautiful looking car. But anyways, yeah, you open them from the back side and it's hard to tell that they were ever even opened. So, looks really good. It's got the graphite, like gray shaker. Some had black ones, some had the silverish gray, and then others had color matched ones. I have a Cuda, a 70 from an original Mopar ad from 1970 where it has color matched bumpers and shaker. Really cool looking car. This is a really cool looking car too. I love their rocker trim, how it looked louvered. Pretty cool. And then they even got the red inside the grill, right? And everything. They did a great job on their Cuda. I know some people complain about the tops. The tops are a little bit off on the B-pillar area, but they're trying to save money and use one casting for both hardtop and convertible. So we'll go over that right now with this hardtop. So this is a 1970 Plymouth Cuda hardtop, and it sold for $486,000. So, like, only 25% of the price that car went for. Crazy. So, this is a D21 4-speed complete nut and bolt restoration with less than 100 miles since refurbishment was completed. Cuda has matching numbers and a 426 Hemi engine, factory rated at 425 horse. Excellent body with near flawless EF8 Ivy green paint and black interior, fully documented by Galen Gover, and with plenty of historical data, track pack Dana 60, power steering, power front disc brakes, N96 shaker hood, 6-way seat. Was number 336 of 393 1970 Hemi Cudas, and number 18 of 20 EF8 green cars in the Chrysler registry. Mopar only produced 284 total 1970 Hemi Cuda 4-speed cars for the USA, and only about 170 have been found to still exist. Sold at Bear Jackson for $486,000. So it is a 4-speed car. I think this would be a better investment and a funner car to drive than that convertible. Just a torque flight, I just don't see that being too interesting. The 4-speed definitely would be. I mean, it's a Hemi, so yeah, it would be fun even with an automatic. But yeah, Greenlight did a great job with these early ones. Even the late, excuse me, even some of their later ones, they're very nicely done. I think they have stepped up their quality control. They had a problem a few years back, but I think they're starting to step it up again. They're doing better than M2. I know that. So this is a very pretty car. Once again, they got the red in the grille. And as you can see how the B pillars kind of taper inward a little more than what they should, but still, yeah, it's not a bad looking car. And that's because it has the plastic roof instead of a metal roof, because it shares the same casting with these two here. So anyways, under the hood is nicely detailed. Pretty cool car. Oh yeah, and these are numbered. This is number 1033, and this was number 293, so a lower number. But back in the early years, Greenlight was not producing a lot, maybe 3 to 5,000 of each car. So next on the list is one from 2007, and this is the auction block series. And now let's see if they started putting series or anything. No. So this is just the second run of the auction block. This is a 1970 Plymouth Cuda AAR Coupe. This car is one of only 1,120 4-speed AAR Cudas produced. It is documented with the original build sheet and original fender tags. The dash, cowl, and core support numbers all match. The car has had a professional rotisserie restoration with complete overhaul of all mechanical and suspension components. It has a 346-pack engine, Hemi orange paint, Trans Am package, power brakes, bucket seats, hood pin, side exit exhaust, and tachometer. The engine is a real TA engine with the correct carbs, intake heads, radiator, and manifolds. This car has had the same owner since 1983. Sold at Barrett Jackson, Scottsdale in 2007 for $125,000. And nowadays that would be a deal for one of these, because I think now the AARs and the TAs are going for maybe twice that amount. There we go. Focus in. Yeah, Greenlight nailed it with the strobe stripe and also the undercarriage with the side exit exhaust. This one, as far as I can see, does not have a number on it. It's not serial numbered, but I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss with that. And on the car itself, it has an automatic. That's another thing. Like looking at these, see, it's got a transmission fan for a torque flight, but it said this one was a 4-speed. But yeah, they're not going to change that much of the base. And anyways, but they will do this much if it's going to be a casting they're going to produce a few of. They have this different base with the side exit exhaust. And as you could notice, the roll pan is different on this AAR with no rear exit exhaust. Is really cool. Later on in production, they got cheap with what they did. They just started using the one with the rear exit exhaust and just paint over it and act like it wasn't even there. And they would use this base, but they would use the other body with the side or the rear exit tips and such. So yeah, later years they started cutting costs and cutting corners, but as they all do. And the hood's correct. Pretty cool looking car. So moving along to one of the later year releases, this I guess this is not. This is also from, well, 2008. Okay. So this is a 2008, and this is also a pretty rare car. This is a 1971 Plymouth Cuda convertible. The extremely rare 71 Plymouth Cuda convertible is a one of one because of its blue on blue color scheme with blue rubber bumper. The car includes a 383 V8 engine, automatic transmission with matching numbers, power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, and painted grille. This Cuda convertible includes build sheet and fender tag. Sold at Barrett Jackson for $93,000 back in 2008. Nowadays, the car would go for at least double that, I would say. Now, the one thing I don't understand is why Greenlight put the billboard stripes on it. As you can see, this car has no stripe at all, but they put the billboards on it with the indication of the engine size, which all the billboards had that. This one has the 383. But they did get it right. They did the front rubber bumper, painted the same color as the car. Very good looking car. I do like it. Now, this one does have a number of 4772. So the production of this one is probably right around 5,000, maybe a little higher. Double snorkel air cleaner. And you can see it's just like a typical wedge engine. Love the 71s with the double headlight and the fender gills. I don't know why they did that. In 70, there was single headlights. Then in 71, they stepped it up and went with dual headlights on each side. But then in 72, they went back to single headlights. Go figure. So a very cool car. And I would say this is like a B5 blue. Looks really good. All right, so we have one more fish to crack open, and that is one from 2009. So we had 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the first few years. So this is the auction block series, and I didn't check on the other package. So does this indicate any kind of series release? I don't see anything. Oh yeah, there it is. Series 3, it looks like. No, Series 9, sorry. Series 9 already on that one. Now, let me see about this other one here. Where's that package at? Yeah, the blue Cuda we just did is Series 6. But all these other ones had nothing on them. The first couple of years, they did not number what series it was. So anyways, this is a really cool looking car in this ice blue color. It's a Hemi Cuda that sold for $198,000. And Very good looking color on it, in my opinion. So this is a 1970 Hemi Cuda powered by a 426, 425 engine with dual 4-barrel carburetors, factory N96 shaker hood, 4-speed tranny, Dana 60 Posi-Track, power disc brakes, power steering, rally instruments, original AM radio, remote left mirror, black upholstery, rear go wing, and factory rally wheels. One of only 4 known to exist, finished in EB3. Mopar's rare ice blue exterior finish. Sold at Barrett Jackson Scottsdale 2009 for $196,000. Nowadays, I would say this is probably a $500,000 car. Just my opinion. I haven't watched Barrett Jackson for quite a long time, but I would say these cars would be going for $500,000 to $1 million, especially one in this color, because it's a rare and desirable color. It's a very nice, like, I mean, the ivy green, it's okay, but it's not like a color you'd say, oh God, I hope I can find a Cuda that's ivy green. Maybe somebody would say that, but I would rather have like sublime green than that. And then if I had a choice between these two, I would take the ice blue any day. So really nice looking car, looks really good with the go wing, and that's one thing that we didn't see on any of these. The AR has the AR wing, the ducktail style, but yeah, this is the only one out of all those we unboxed that had the go wing on it. And it has the hockey stick stripe. It says Hemi, and very cool looking car. Yeah, beautifully done. So guys, that is it for our Mopar Monday. I hope you enjoyed it. We got 5 new fish to put in the tank. So anyways, we'll be back again definitely on Friday for a Free It Friday, maybe with some more Mopars. I'm not sure. We do have some more lowriders coming in, and I don't know, we have some other stuff, but I'm not sure what we're going to be making videos on. But definitely we have some stuff we're going to crack open on Friday, even if it is more Mopars. So thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your week.